Morning.
Hey Drew, I've got some questions about your inner city reno. Mind if I come in?
Yeah, come on in. I'm just getting ready.
So, my first question is, how long did the renovation take?
I think it was about just under 2 years in total. So it was about 12 months in the planning phase through council and then about 10 months for the build.
Looks like a bit of a tricky block to build on. What council approval did you need?
We're building in a heritage conservation area. So pretty much any approval you can imagine, any consultant you can imagine, we needed it. We had arborists, we had town planners, we had heritage consultants, stormwater and drainage consultants, all to make the site work because it's an area that council's very particular about.
What are the top 5 products you've had installed in the home?
Top 5, well, this has to be one of them for sure. We have boiling, chilled and sparkling water on tap, which is super handy. Get to work out every day. And then with a young family, we're obviously making a lot of food. So food scraps straight down the incinerator. That's a real lifesaver. Spray mixer, absolutely love that. Love the integrated appliances, having the fridge hidden is a handy thing as well, just to keep everything looking stylish. And then the other one which I really love is in the bathrooms we have in-floor heating and also heated towel rails. So pulling a warm towel off of the heated towel rail is really luxe.
What was the most rewarding part of the renovation?
Most rewarding part, it just has to be getting in, like finishing the project and getting in and kind of having our own space. We were living with the in-laws during the build and they were incredibly patient in having us around. But yeah, giving them their own space back and us getting our own was really, really special.
Okay, what we really want to know, what was the most challenging and expensive part of the reno?
Come check this out. In the backyard, we had a pool and we knew we wanted a pool from the start, but what we didn't anticipate was in order to build so close to the boundary, we had to do quite a bit of piling work along this side of the property. So there's continuous piling that runs all along there. So drilling and concrete, basically to create a concrete wall. It's about 5 meters tall going down into the ground, which sort of retains the neighbour's property from sliding into the pool. So that was unforeseen and sneaky expensive.
What's your favourite part of the house?
Favourite part about the house definitely has to be that we've got sort of separate spaces. So the girls absolutely love playing in their room upstairs. Hannah and I love hanging out down in the living room. And then when we have guests over, we have this studio space above the garage, which is a separate room for them that's got its own sort of self-contained bathroom and shower, so they can have their own space too.
And my last question for you, what are your top 5 tips for anyone who's entering the renovation scene?
They're a little bit boring, but I think they're also really important. Number 1, you definitely need to be able to have a budget and work to it. Number 2, the budget should include a contingency. So if you've got 500 grand to spend on your reno, when you're doing the budget, factor on only spending 450 and leave that extra 50 up your sleeve for unforeseen stuff like some piling that might pop up. Number 3 would be pick all of your appliances and fixtures and fittings really early so that the builder has all that information as soon as they need it. Like some of the longer lead time items like joinery and stuff like that, they're going to get that started a lot earlier than you would anticipate. And so as soon as they start figuring that stuff out, they need to know what's the size of the oven that fits into the joinery carcass and do all the shop drawings and stuff. So it's actually really early that stuff needs to happen. Number 4 would be to pick a builder that really gets your vision and understands there's a lot of decisions you need to make as a client, but obviously there's a lot that the builder is also going to make kind of on your behalf as you go, little decisions here and there. And if you guys are really well aligned, then it's going to be really seamless and they're going to make decisions that you would have chosen as well. And then lastly is keep your partner and the other sort of interested parties in the project well informed about how things are going. So if there's delays, everybody needs to know about them so they can plan for it. or if things are happening, sooner than you otherwise would have expected. It's good information to know, and just keep everybody informed so that everyone's happy with the end result.
Thanks for all the tips, Drew. I feel like I'm ready to start my first reno. So, have you been in the pool yet?
Yeah, it's still a little chilly around here, even though the sun's shining, but I have got in it just to christen it, and I wasn't in for long because it was absolutely freezing.
More questions for Drew about his renovation? Drop them in the comments below.